Hi guys, welcome back to a very confused and worried Westcliff koi pond. What a week I've had. I think this all started off Saturday afternoon. My wife said that one of the showers, she said all the white, excuse the aircraft, all the white on the shower, it's starting to turn pink. So when I went on the pond and garden and just asked a question on there about my shower that was going pink. And to be quite honest, I really can't remember who he had on there. There's one of the guys on there. It might have been Up North Koi Pond, I really can't remember. But he said it sounds like your water qualities are poor water quality. Well, I thought, well, I don't know really, but I mean, normally all the parameters on the pond are spot on. And the water's really quite clear, very clear in fact. So, waited till Sunday morning, done a test on the water, and fair enough, was the nitrites, weren't it? The nitrites were a bit high, they'd gone up to 0.2. So obviously being a new pond keeper, panic mode sets in, not really know what we're doing. So I phoned Exclusively Koi and had a chat with Kevin down there, and I told him that we'd gone up to 0.2 on the nitrite. He said, well, 0.2, he says, is nothing really. He said, and 0.2 is not going to turn the fish pink. He said, something has upset that fish. He said, something has actually peed it off, right off. So, he suggested that we get a scrape done as soon as possible, because it could have been a fluke, what's upsetting him, and this is why he was hiding behind a flower pot. Had a couple of fish flash, not a lot, just one or two, just give a quick flash, but nothing really too much. So, what I've done, we actually belong to Essex Koi Keepers. We got in touch with them and they came over and gave the fish got the pink one out, the pink shower, give him a scrape, or she a scrape, and sure enough there was fluke. Also, while I was talking to Kevin though, he said about using Lurnex. He said if it's just the one fish, just do the Lurnex. If the whole pond is riddled with it, then do the Lurnex Plus. So they only scraped the one fish. As I said, if one's got it, then most probably they've all got it anyway. And they recommended Kazuri. Is it not written down somewhere? It's alright, I'm just speaking to my wife. It was a pre-mixed Kazuri treatment. Is it? Oh, I don't know what it was. Malachite? I don't know what it was. Hold on a sec, we'll soon find out. Yeah, so I believe it was malachite and formalin, a premix, a Kazuri premix. Obviously, while all this was going on, I sent Vince a message over at Twisted Koi, over at Twisted Towers. We was just on our way out the door actually to go and get the malachite and formalin when Vince sent me a message to phone him. I told him the whole story, what I've just told you, malachite and formalin. He went, no. Just like that, no. He went, it will kill everything else, but it will not kill fluke. So, oh, here we go. Back to very worried and confused Westcliff Koi Pond. So, the only people who actually... I mean, Vince said use the Lernex. So he confirmed Lernex the same as Absolute Koi. Absolute Koi, they ain't right either. Exclusively Koi. So they both said Lernex. So the only one who had the Lernex in stock was Mana Koi. Went down to Mana Koi, told him the same story, and he said the same. Malachite and formalin will not work, and he recommended Lernex. Now these guys were all, they were very upset. They weren't moving about, they weren't feeding, they were well and truly peed off. So, plus when we came out and when our fish had gone pink, obviously we came out the next morning to see how he was getting on. And while we're searching around the pond, there's a fish missing. Now I think I said in one of my earlier videos, when we first opened the pond up in 2020, we lost a fish. Don't know where it had gone, but it was gone. Herons, no way's a heron. I've only ever seen 2 herons since I've lived here, and I've been here 15 years. So really heron was off the cards. I was going to shoot the next door neighbour's cat, but I thought that would be a little bit out of order. I thought I can't shoot it until I actually see him take a fish. Could it have been a fox? Don't know. So we put all these monolith rocks around here again, just to raise the wall a bit higher. Just so whatever animal it was, it couldn't actually lay on the wall and watch the fish swimming about and oof one out, really. So, come home with our Lernex, dosed the pond up, turned off the shower as advised. I said don't run it through a shower because the shower could strip it of all its goodness. So turn the shower off, but just kept the air running and just diverted the water supply so it was just coming out straight back into the pond without running through the shower and the alpha grog. So after losing another fish, I thought, well, we've got to do something. Because it's just, you don't know what's taking them. So we decided we were going to get a couple of cameras. Just get one put up on the post up here, and I need one out the front anyway, just to see anybody lurking about. So I was talking to one of my mates and said about cameras, because he's got a couple. He recommended a few cameras we could get. And he said, are you sure it's not a heron? I said, no way, no, it's definitely not a heron. Because I've only seen 2 herons since I've lived here. So I got up this morning, about 5 o'clock, just to go to the toilet. Got back into bed, and all I could hear was Mickey talking in my ear. Are you sure it's not a heron? He said, because remember, the mornings are getting lighter, getting it lighter earlier. And who knows what time they're coming. And that's it, I couldn't go back to sleep, so I jumped up out of bed, walked into the kitchen. Bosh, there's a heron sitting right on the side of the pond. At first I thought my wife had put our plastic one back on. Because this old chap, he was laying down on the side here. We slung him up and put him down in the mud. I thought the wife had put him back on. And I thought, no. I could still see him laying down in the flower bed. But the heron was standing right there. Right over the top of the feeding ring. Well, needless to say, I run out them doors quicker than anything. He was away. So, we've had to start taking precautions by just putting a few, until I get out and get some more. I'm going to get these spikes here. These spikes here, these are perfect. These big long spikes. Got one there. Just as a precautionary, so before we go to bed at night, or if we're going out anywhere, use this net. This was the net we had over the pond, just for mainly we put it right over the pond to stop the leaves blowing in. Yes, so this was the net we normally stretch right over the pond to stop all the leaves from blowing in. But as long as I think if we get this over here so as he can't jump over, stand on the edge, I think we're going to be fine. I've been thinking about an electric fence. You know what I mean? It's just so confusing. But I think this is going to do it. So, you know where I'm going to be at 4 o'clock this morning, in the morning, Sunday morning. I'll be sitting over there on that chair there, with a nice drop of coffee, sitting here, waiting for the heron to come. I think he might have a bit of a surprise if he turns up. But obviously he knows where breakfast is, and he will be turning up, definitely. So I found a little bit of food in, not a lot, just a couple of little bits really. And the boys have started coming up. They're all swimming about, they all seem happy. I'm thinking, like, surely that one dose of Lurnex, can it spark them all back up? I mean, I don't know, but they certainly looks like it. This is the best they've been for 2 days, 3 days in fact. They've been very subdued. What with the drop in temperature again, pond's back down to 11 degrees. It was at 15 when they was all feeding. But you see, look, I'm standing by the feeding ring, look, and they are showing a bit of interest. The only one who's not coming up is the pink one, Mr. Pink. Can't even see him, but I think he hides underneath the waterfall. But he is in there. So all being well, it looks like we're possibly on the mend. So, right, Josh. So we're possibly on the mend. Fingers crossed. Next video, I might have some more good news. But before I go, I just got to give a couple of thank yous. So, firstly, obviously, I've got to thank Vince. Vince, very much appreciated that phone call. You just put my mind at rest, really. If I was sound worried and concerned, that'd be an understatement. Very much appreciate your input, and as you said, if I've got any problems, I'll give you another bell. Hopefully I don't have to pester you. Also, Pond and Garden, your live chats, very informative. I shall possibly try to get on there again tonight, if I can pluck up the courage, and see if I can actually call you Gary rather than Andy. Sorry about that. As you said, you've been called worse by Kaz, and I've been called a lot worse as well. One other thing, guys, it's my wife's birthday tomorrow. 70 years of age. If you'd like to give her a shout out, give her a bell and wish Doreen a happy birthday, we'd much appreciate it. On that note, guys, this weather, look, it's fantastic here today. 15 degrees. Tomorrow the wife's going out for a birthday surprise, birthday treat, and it's supposed to be pouring with rain. So, we'll be stuck indoors all afternoon. On that note, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked my little video, and anyone who's not subscribed to me, please give us a subscription. I've been stuck on 182 for 3 weeks. No, 3 days, 4 days. Give us a like and a subscription. Cheers, guys. See you later on the next one.